Feature Friday.
The freshest.
So IVE are back. One of the most interesting kind of discoveries we made back in, I think in December is when they first came back, when they first sort of debuted. This does come with another B-side because there's a single album release called Royal or something like that.
I think so.
Let's give it a watch. I actually quite enjoyed them in the past, so let's give it a watch.
Yeah, actually their first single album was fantastic. It was really fun to
really
listen
enjoyable.
to. Yeah.
Really, pleasurable.
Okay.
Two of the iZone girls are here as well.
I like the fact that you have really cool neon lights in this mansion looking thing. It's really like different to the whole visual that we're getting. You see, the school uniforms are back. Why?
From the beginning, you are being introduced to this super inconclusive and odd chords. You're not getting a typical pop progression in the first sort of half a minute of the track, which probably, I guess the fair prediction would be the beat and the drop are gonna be strange, right? They're gonna be quite disruptive. They're gonna be quite very poppy, dance forward. That's a good chorus. Oh, that's a good bridge. Sorry.
I don't think personally that this is gonna be too disruptive because you're growing through to a resolution. And even though they're late, the last release that they had, 11, was so disruptive.
Made me feel like
yeah, but the chorus, how it like pulled back in the tempo, how they played with their whole aesthetic, interesting.
Well, with this transitional bridge, I changed my opinion from 5 seconds ago. Go on.
Yeah, I also like. Can we just have a moment for this? Look. I mean, yes. Oh, it happened so quick. I can't see it. See. This look. This. Oh, yes.
Lots of hearts and lots of... The lyrics are quite mental, actually. There's one of the moments I was reading in an article. It's like, dive into me, I dive into you. Let's dive all together. Let's just get...
love dive
yeah.
together. Let's do it. Take the jump.
Yeah, go on.
They're so pretty, dude. They're so pretty.
Pull it back. Hold on, pull it back.
To be completely honest,
definitely unexpected.
Very like the first thing that we were introduced from them. So we're definitely getting an IVE sound.
Yes.
And I didn't think, how often do you hear that with a brand new rookie group, right? You don't get that stamp staple sound right into comebacks.
Well, you definitely do get a
personality, like a concept.
But it's really odd how they've become so sort of rapidly recognizable sound. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like, you hear this drop and you think, yeah, IVE.
It's also those type of beats are so interesting lately because you did get a beat similar to that. I think it was G-Idol, Tomboy.
Oh yes,
right. It has this underlying bass line, and then the beat is actually on top of it. And now on this, like this type of beats. Obviously, Billie Eilish is really well known for utilizing.
Charlie Puth is very common for that.
Yeah, this type of beats that are
Dua Lipa as well.
Yeah, that are so sort of what would you call them? Iconic, I guess. They have this really odd thing to them that they're sort of marching beats, and they kind of make your body feel and dance, but they're also, you can add layers in between layers. You can even add micronotes to things, and you can play things on different scales of brightness and darkness. So hence why a lot of these artists that like to play with micronotes and scales and all this shit, like Charlie or Billy, do use them. So pressed, that woman. Bloody hell.
great transition. I mean, come on, talk about the freaking fantasy transition. That was fantastic.
That video editor guy's gonna have a blast.
Yeah. Yeah, I love his videos. He's great. Yeah. Shout out to the video editor reacts. Yeah.
Well, that seems to be the consistent the consistent sound stimuli in the whole song. The clicky clacky of the clock, right? Which is why I'm so surprised that then they decided to bring back sort of the 16, so a bit more disco in that transitional stage after the chorus. But because that is the continuous stimuli, the clicky clacky of the clock.
In the verse structure.
It always feels, and I think this is something that the K-pop music industry the Korean music industry has sort of figured out now. It's if you add those type of elements, which are familiar since the beginning, you all of a sudden sorted out the congruency issue.
Yeah.
It's no longer a cocktail because it always has a pillar that prevails throughout the creation of the whole song.
That's right.
She's so attractive. What the
I love that beautiful choreo because you're working in different visual layers. You get the girls at the back working on a higher movement of the hands, and then the main focus on your forefront. You have the girls working towards the camera, so it plays with the whole dynamic really well. Just look at this section. You see, so you have a different layers just visually already working to you in your advantage as a choreographer. That's so cool. That isn't that freaking clever.
Sick.
Yes.
Dude, everybody when they heard that drop, they're gonna. I'm a big fan, bro.
It's so catchy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. That's catchy. A good track.
I love the fact that this particular drop in the chorus is so unpredictable, unseen to the whole progression of the structure of the song, given the fact that the beginning is so clickety clackety and you get so many like environmental disjointed sounds, and this drop in the chorus is just so unforeseen. I love it.
One of the best drops of the year.
Yeah. And it's not that explosive. Then you have the explosion. What?
What was the count? Nice.
On the 2. Just to give you like a breath.
Just a breath. Yeah, genuinely. Go on. That's good. But that's just intriguing as well, right? Obviously, the vocals, we can discuss them later. Lucky we have Bali here. Yes. But that's what's interesting about adding the 16s. The 16s as the
continuous
right?
Beat, marching sound to it. The disco feel.
Very popular sort of in disco music back in the day, in the 80s and 70s. You have the bass line, like the dun, 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 that going in the background as that's the first drop. No hi-hats, nothing.
Yeah.
No high frequency sounds, it's all low.
And even the sound frequency, the chord progression for the vocals is actually quite sustained as well. There's no many highs.
Yeah, and then you introduce high layers, belts,
and big
riffs,
vocal moments too. So you're heightening, you're bringing back that life into what you took it all away from, right? So you're taking the brightness away in that chorus, and then you have like a tiny bit of an explosion after, which is really clever in the sound, in the song structure.
Let's continue.
Ooh! Okay, yes, I think I love that dance break.
Give me more.
That is awesome. Oh my god, the alarm sound, that is so clever. And I love the glittery floor. This is a vibe.
I love the Calvin Klein outfits.
Gosh.
Yeah, dude, she's so bloody attractive.
If you know me and you have seen different reviews for different comebacks of different groups, you know that I have an issue with the dance breaks, because the listening experience is so disruptive. When the dance break comes in, it feels like, hey, yeah, dance, you know? It's like it's like so uncalled for a lot of the times. In this song, though,
I thought it was very appropriate. Yeah,
it just works so well, really nicely done.
It played well to the unexpectancy factor, because I genuinely was not expecting a dance break, and it was really also still congruent. That's what I mean. I think if you bring different elements, auditory stimuli, which become pillars throughout the whole song, when you do take them away or you present them again, it truly feels like the same song, and it doesn't feel like a completely new song or a medley.
And to be completely, let's just keep watching, but...
Pull it back. I want to see a transition to the beat, apologies. I wouldn't mind watching this again.
Straight into that one. It's really good though, because the dance break felt like you were back in 2005 and even the cargo pants and everything is perfect. But it's funny though, because that whole section of the song, it's so isolated to the whole structure that we have been talking about so far. So it would be the most disruptive moment of the song, yet it works the best.
Yep, I agree.
I don't know how they figured that out. That's genius.
It's a good track.
Yeah, the chorus fantastic. Can't wait to see this live. Like the actual the performance video where you only focus on the choreo, because it's really
that's what I feel like us to check it out. That one probably I guess a more continuous take, I'd imagine, for us in a sort of like in a more review manner, because we've already heard it.
Yeah. Wonderful, come on.
The best way I describe this track, it does take on a really good. So one of the musical components, or what would you call it, principles that I really enjoy, which is, I like to call it musical seduction. So you wanna try, and if you've ever read anything about, I guess, like those, or not read anything, but read the scripts or read the lines or advice that actors get given, or in these sort of scenes of where they're playing the seductive person, essentially what you want to try and recreate in seduction is an emotional roller coaster.
That's
you
right.
want to try and take whoever the hell it's the person you're trying to seduce. You're trying to take them on a journey of different emotions. And that's what I think this song does really well. I mean, ironically enough, it does have a love concept. But that's what it does really well. It begins in a disruptive manner. So to sort of let you know that I exist, right? This is kind of the big moment. You've realized, oh, fuck, who is that woman? Who is that guy? Then you get a congruent setting in the sense of it's recognizable. Maybe it's their perfume, maybe it's the way they look, maybe it's their hair, maybe it's their fashion sense. In this sense, it's the clickety-clackety of
disjointed part of the track.
Then you get their charm, which is obviously the voices of the ladies. Then you present the catchy beat, the love declaration, which is low, is resonant, is attractive. And then you take it all away, you release the tension, and now we're at ease, which is where they introduce the 16s and the hi-hat. And then you have the breakdown, the lovey-dovey section. That's kind of the breakdown dance. The song does really embody this sort of the component of musical seduction to the ear of whoever the listener is. So it's a good track. I'm really proud of them. That's good.
To be completely honest, I am so impressed with the structure of the song, the chord progression chosen, even the most disruptive ideas into the whole song concept itself. How they worked so well, to me, this is a mystery. I love it. It's fantastic.
Let us know at the end of the day. It's also what you thought. So let us know what you thought about it. And if you did, do press the like button. And if you didn't, do let us know in the comments why. Goodbye.